dearest, noble one. So I found this guy. And when I say I found, he has been going viral. And so I kind of want to know, is this guy legit? Or is he a fraud? Well, there is one way to find that out. I will do a little experiment. But first, let me show you who we're talking about. We're talking about Warren Smith. He has 559,000 subscribers with only 300 videos. So there is a skill involved there. And he talks about let's see, Warren Smith, the art of thinking critically. For more Secret Scholar content, use the link Secret Scholar being the name of his channel, basically. Okay. Now, is this guy real or is this guy full of it? And there is one way to figure it out. And it's kind of a special technique that I've engineered myself. That is to see what Reddit says about him. Seriously, yeah, try it. Let's see, Warren T. Smith, good. Okay, let's see. Warren Smith is an embarrassing loser on Reddit /Destiny. And Warren Smith, how I lost faith in humanity. Warren Smith made the transition to right-wing grifter almost instantly. So it looks like the radical left absolutely hates the guy. So is based. Most likely, I'm going to say that that's enough for me. If there are Reddit pages, particularly Destinies, that calls him a pseudo-intellectual, they call him a right-wing grifter, they call him all of these names, I see accusations of racism. Okay. Oh, he's a teacher. Interesting. Fellow teacher then. Someone says, seems like I completely misjudged him. Yeah, okay, right. We're starting strong. I think I'm gonna like this guy. So let's give it a try. What have we got? Mr. Smith, what have we got? He kind of looks a bit like Neo. 1 million views in one day. Man, this guy is killing it. Dare I say, he's an assassin. Dare I say. Leftist robbed live on camera after saying why people deserve to be robbed. I must have clicked on this one at one point. We might check that one out. Leftist professor panics. Oh, I see why Reddit hates him. Panics and flees after being exposed by undercover journalist. Holy moly. Piers Morgan takes on Nick Fuentes. Yeah, that's one I would like to dive into. Professor exposes pretentious leftist. The pretentious leftist in this case being Vosh, which I mean, yeah, Vosh is pretentious and weird. Piers Morgan finally realizes things in the UK have gone too far. Yes, they have. Man, there is a lot to choose from. I want to put a link. I think some of you would appreciate this content. No wonder Reddit hates him. They're probably all like jealous, envious, but with all the poison just oozing. When they see success and it's someone they disagree with politically, it's immediately right-wing grifter. I know a thing or two about that. All right, look, let's pick a recent one. Come on.
This is just the beginning. This is going to get worse. Their target is set on Nick Shirley.
We showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
I don't even know what that means. Are you 100% sure you are true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Now suddenly we have CNN putting in all this energy just to try and shut down Nick Shirley.
We're from CNN. Can we talk to you? This is MAGA YouTuber Nick Shirley.
There's the first tactic, MAGA content creator. How is Nick Shirley a MAGA content creator?
A MAGA content creator. He claims that he uncovered
I'm surprised they didn't call him a far-right content creator. Very surprised, actually.
widespread fraud by Somali-run child care centers in the state.
Under your definition, would I be a MAGA content creator?
Back at a daycare in Minnesota, he alleged was a fraudulent facility in a now viral video.
We're under that definition, we're all fascists, my friend, including my grandfather, who fought the fascists historically in the 1940s. Let that sink in.
By a creator who has shared anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim videos in the past, put a major national spotlight.
However, the so-called evidence comes from a man who has posted anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant content in the past.
Anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim based at this point, because generally speaking, I'll have to see, of course, the content, but if it's anti-immigrant in the sense that you're against illegal immigration, great. While, of course, if it's anti-immigrant in the sense that you hate everyone who isn't white, even if they have citizenship at this point, but they are integrating and assimilating, then not good. But to you, that's all the same, CNN, so based. And then anti-Muslim, yeah, if it's a little family around the corner, they don't mind being here, they love America, they have no problems with me, they don't hate the West, they are peaceful, I don't have a problem with them. But if it's the radical Islamists, then count me in. Count me in. So already, what are they doing? They're attacking his It's all ad hominem. It's all trying to discredit the so-called facts. No, the facts matter regardless of who says it. If the facts are real, then who says it, even if the guy who says it was an absolute disgusting monster, giving you that for a moment, not the case, but giving you that for a moment, it wouldn't make a difference in whether or not the fake facts are real. But to them, because it's all about my truth has to align with my people who are saying it. So if my people are not saying it, even if it's the truth, they don't care because it's their truth. Whereas if it's one of my people who are saying it, well, 2 + 2 = 5, it's acceptable because that's how it works. CNN is a clown show.
This is going to be the tactic. I mean, can you point to an example? Where is the evidence that Nick Shirley is anti-legal immigration or anti-Muslim?
CNN's Whitney Wild speaks to the man behind that video and takes a look at his claims.
So it's already so clear what they're trying to do here.
This is MAGA YouTuber Nick Shirley. Back at a daycare in Minnesota, he alleged was a fraudulent facility in a now viral video.
People are going to say this is a left or right issue, but no, fraud is fraud.
Exactly.
I'm not out here trying to put a twist on things.
He's alleging that when he shows up, he does not see any kids and that no one will provide him any information on how to utilize those services.
Did you come during their normal operating hours when you came to visit?
I came at 11 a.m., I believe.
For instance, again, lack of journalistic integrity. She should be neutral as a journalist. You can see the hatred and the questions are loaded. This is a direct attack.
And I also came the following day, later in the day.
This is going to be the biggest line of attack. Well, Nick, you did not come during their normal business operating hours, which they are now claiming is from, 2 or 3 o'clock until 10 p.m., which is strange for daycare. It could be possible.
Oh, why are they coming at 2? That's not when, elementary school ends and then you go into...
I don't know. Kids' schedules are so weird now. It's like sometimes they get out of... They have, half days on random
comes
days.
At 2?
People like Caleb Hammer are coming at this in a pretty balanced way.
The fact that I see people on Twitter right now defending this fraud because it's against a left-wing governor, that shows how just fucking locked in we are with ideologies.
Tribalism. I don't know who it is, but I agree.
I don't give a fuck who it is. If there's fraud and my tax money is going there, being funneled from the federal government to their state for those assistance programs, it is going to fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Center, left or right at that point. Who cares? If it's fraud, it's fraud. My tax money too, by the way, as a taxpayer in the US.
No.
Looking at this from the outside, there are indicators that something is very strange here.
The point of it is not whether or not I came at the right time of their operation hours. The point is that blacked out doors, they can't give you any information. You call that number, no one answers. I wasn't trying to go inside, and there should be a way for somebody to actually be able to call that number and somebody to be able to answer. These aren't real businesses.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked. You shouldn't be able to just walk into a daycare.
But that's not what he's claiming. He's not claiming you should just be able to walk into a daycare. He's pointing out that he's not able to get any information.
I wasn't trying to go inside.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked. You shouldn't be able to just walk into a
There
daycare.
should be a reception.
No, every daycare is locked.
Their doors are locked.
And so, okay, you bring up a fair point. Then why can't they actually give me information how to enroll a child?
So they're claiming there is reception. When you look at the original video, we get a shocking moment. This is the response he got.
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here. Because there's the fraud. Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot.
What do you mean by that?
This
is not a Joey spot?
Ooh, buddy.
This is not a Joey spot?
That is not what you wanted.
Not in America. Not in America. Wrong country, mate. Wrong country.
To say.
Don't act like this is unreasonable to find this suspicious. They're forced to concede the fact that there is fraud occurring there and it has been being investigated.
Do you think that federal law enforcement hasn't done enough? I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
I mean, I can't believe this is CNN's strategy. They've already been doing indictments, Nick. Why would you show up with a camera? This has been going on for so long. Why are you paying attention to it? That's essentially the logic here.
Why did I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children? They're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $100 million $110 million in fraud in one day.
If you've been feeling run down lately, low energy, low stamina, it's time to support the systems that actually keep you strong. Juvenon just released something that can make a difference. It's called the Maximum Male System. Powerful two-step combo of Alpha Gold Male and Blood Flow 7. Together, these two supplements help flip your body's internal power switch back on. Alpha Gold Male supports natural energy, strength, and healthy testosterone levels, better workouts, deeper sleep, and that calm, stable feeling. Then Blood Flow 7 takes it to the next level by boosting nitric oxide, the molecule that helps open blood cells and improve circulation. And that means more oxygen to your brain, more nutrients to your muscles, and better performance where it counts. People using this combo are saying the same things. I feel sharper, stronger. I feel like myself again. The system is designed to help you recover faster, sleep deeper, and think clearer. If you want more power, more presence, and more fire in every part of your life, the Maximum Male System is it. Head to bloodflow7.com/Warren and use my discount code today. That's bloodflow7.com/Warren.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
You can't know that. It's such a trick question. He's pointing out suspicious activity, appearance, and behavior. Nick does a good job pointing out, I can't know that for sure. You have to. All I can show you is what I see and what I think is suspicious, and you think for yourself. The investigations will occur and come to the conclusion.
Well, we showed you guys
Plus, he was right. Now we know it. So what's the point?
is what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Are you I don't even know what this means. Listen to what you just said there. Are you 100% sure you are true?
What that means is that she didn't pass the English class, because that's grammatically incorrect.
So we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Nick even answers it the way she asks it. Yes, I'm 100% sure I am true.
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley.
Maybe to mean like I'm true in the sense that I'm honest. I don't know if there is a way to interpret it that way, but it should be, are you 100% sure that what you're saying is true, is how I would do it as a non-native speaker. But then again, who am I to say, am I right?
Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are a legitimate business.
Oh, well, they said they're a legitimate business, so nothing to see here.
Minnesota Republicans say, despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
Then why would you find this so unbelievable?
At the daycare, where Shirley showed back up, a stream of children walk inside.
Excellent, excellent. Man, he's destroying them using their own logic. I love it.
This is very strange, because I have heard that this place was already closed.
You're saying that this is a fraudulent daycare. This kid's being dropped off right now.
Yes, Commissioner Children literally said a week ago the place is closed.
Did you know
They're
that?
showing face right now.
A viral video.
You can see how strange the editing is. CNN has no response. They just cut away.
Disputed claims and their full fallout remains to be seen.
And when all else fails, CNN tries to give the credit to the investigations that are already going on to Biden.
Dozens of fraud cases that DOJ is touting began during the Biden administration.
And now suddenly when we're talking in the context of Biden, there is a massive fraud scheme, and it was blown open by Biden.
Back in 2022, the U.S. Attorney's Office for Minnesota announced 47 indictments for this massive fraud scheme. Since then, they've indicted more than 30 more people, and in total, they have secured at least 56.
Okay, so the so-called MAGA guy is right, pointing this out, and more needs to be done. More resources need to be allocated so you don't waste the millions and millions and is it billions at this point of dollars into fraud. Clearly there is a pattern. Let's not pretend there is no pattern. You know what? I'm going to make a video about this. I'm going to make a video about the Somali situation. I'm going to do it. I don't know. By the time I've posted this, I might have already done it. So we'll see.
Convictions. Whitney Wild, CNN, Minneapolis.
CNN.
If all of that has occurred, why would you be so surprised that it's occurring now? This doesn't make logical sense.
CNN's Whitney Wild is in Minneapolis. And Whitney, what are you hearing from officials there?
This has been a problem in Minnesota for many, many years. You can look it up yourself. Fraud continues to simply plague the Minneapolis area and Minnesota at large.
Why would a massive fraud investigation ever be a bad thing? If you're not committing fraud, there's nothing to worry about. Why does this bother CNN?
That is a little weird. But instead, she falls back into her ideology, and nothing can be a scam, nothing can question, nothing with the Somali population. There's nothing weird. All government funding is perfect. There's no issues whatsoever.
What went wrong here? What actually
I mean, I'm not sure if she said that. Did she say it?
went wrong here?
I don't think we should paint with broad brushes, but the reality is this fraud was rampant within the Somali community.
Yeah.
We cannot disassociate what's been happening.
So what? What? So what?
No, but what do you what do you think should happen as a result of that?
What do you mean?
He's opening himself up to hackers, to physical threats, and he knows that this is going to get worse. This is just the beginning.
I have to say, Smith Warren, If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. Stand with us, form the wall, defend the truth.
A liberal extremist tells Nick Shirley that all white people deserve to be robbed.
We should be calling out people. Honestly, he and I deserve to be robbed.
You say we deserve to be robbed?
Yeah.
He then proceeds to be robbed.
I'll bet you got
Go to the bank. Go to the bank. Go to...
Not what?
Wait, we still getting the phone. Let me get the phone.
Listen,
Many people believe this is a skit. I can understand why, because it is difficult to believe. All of these stereotypes and caricatures embodied in a single individual, and when it comes at you like that, it can be shocking and difficult to believe.
He and all the white people like me, we eat people.
What do you mean the white people like you? That means you're cannibalism.
Yeah. Well, all white people.
Well, I think this person is, if it's this not staged, my take is this guy's mentally ill. That's what I'm going to say, because it's not normal. But he is it's probably someone who's already mentally ill on his own. He's got psychological challenges. And then on top of that, he's been exposed to extreme radicalized left-wing positions, which then created this. Anyways, so far, I want to say, Mr. Smith.
People are evil people.
Are they?
They are.
See, white people are evil people. Yeah, this is, by the way, this is not. Don't even for a second try to say, guys, oh, but he's just as a random mentally ill. No, this is a mentally ill person who has been indoctrinated by radical left-wing positions. That's clear. This doesn't happen in a vacuum.
But Nick Shirley is not known for doing skits. I don't see any indication here that this actually is a skit. I believe this is real.
I mean, this ain't where you're from.
Is there a problem with me being here?
You're a white person.
Now, you may notice a flaw in this logic because this individual, too, is white. It only gets stranger from here.
Oh, that's why they hate him. That's the reason why they hate him. Guy's smart. The guy, you could tell he's analytical. This guy is really intelligent. Warren.
I haven't paid the stolen land tax.
Have you?
Yeah.
How so?
Every single day.
Now, when this young black man joins the conversation, I doubt he expected the conversation to go in this direction.
Mm-hmm. Well, all white people are evil people.
Are they?
They are. And they got to take accountability.
Well, you're white as well. I don't understand where you're coming from.
Because you got to take accountability for it.
Accountability for what?
Systemic problems.
So what are you doing to take accountability for your systemic problems you believe in?
I'm being here.
Okay, so am I.
I don't see that doing nothing, helping.
I think he was expecting him to agree with him and to support him, because why wouldn't he? He's advocating for white people giving money away.
You want to care about people?
What?
Care about people.
Okay, I do.
Show up for an encampment eviction. I dare you to.
Encampment eviction? What do you mean?
They happen every single day.
I go around more places than in America than you've gone around your whole entire life.
It can be shocking and difficult to believe, but this is not that far off from what I've encountered many times myself.
So what are you doing to take accountability for your systemic problems that you believe in?
I'm giving up my money. We need crowdfunding. We need divestment. We need resources allocated to people.
Why would this young black man not like that idea? It's an interesting dynamic occurring.
Go talk to the government. Don't talk to streamers and tell them what they got to do.
But the government is genociding. I didn't know that was a verb.
What they need to do.
He doesn't care about genocide.
Do you?
Yeah. I care about genocide. That's why I'm opposed to it.
You have it right there. He cares about genocide. That's why he's opposed to it. I personally have never met someone who is not opposed to genocide. That's just me. That would be the same as saying, that's why I'm against violence. I'm opposed to death. That's why I'm against death.
I care about genocide. That's why I'm opposed to it. That's why I don't like him being here. Because this right here, you're occupying indigenous land here.
I was presented with the same argument. Warren, you're a white male, so you should concede your space. This was in graduate school. I've partnered with a solid Texas company. They manufacture this rapid acquisition tactical long-range optic, the Rattler, with a precision 2 MGA reticle. The Rattler delivers long-range accuracy that puts you on target fast and keeps you there. It's built for shooters that don't want to mess around with lag, clutter, or
I love that even his sponsored segment sounds high IQ.
Guesswork. The Rattler was developed by a hand-picked team, defense contractors and retired special operations shooters. So this optical is designed to perform when it matters. I've heard stories of guys already swapping out their $600 red dot for this, which is a mil-spec optic, available in coyote tan or black. They're sending me one. I can't wait to get my hands on it and give it a spin. Personally, I have only been running a red dot, so I am excited to actually try something new myself. So through an exclusive deal for my listeners, MCG Tactical is offering the Rattler for under $60. For the next 48 hours, you'll get 77% off. And they're even covering the shipping. So don't wait, scan the QR code on your screen or head to mcgtac.com/WS to grab yours before they're gone. That's mcgtac.com/WS. There seems to be a self-loathing here. He claims, no, we deserve, everyone should be angry at us. I don't know what the indigenous tribes would be in this area. I don't think this guy knows either, so it doesn't matter.
Of course.
You're occupying space that isn't here.
Wait, but I can say the exact same thing to you.
You can. And you should.
And you're occupying this
and
space.
And we should. We should be calling out people. Honestly, he and I deserve to be robbed.
And there you have it. He said it. He and I, because we're white, deserve to be robbed. And this is where it goes off the rails.
You say we deserve to be robbed. Yeah.
So this young man decides to test his logic by stealing his phone.
You just said you didn't want it.
Dude,
Give me it.
I use this to help people.
Now he's resistant to this. Well, no, I use my phone to help people.
Double standards, yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You want to go
Who do you
talk
help?
to Rhonda?
Who do you help?
I help Rhonda. I help my friend Corey.
You said you deserve to be robbed, though.
I help so many people that need this. Because that's the way that I connect with people. So
they need this?
I do as much as I can.
We could counter this logic. Another young kid does.
I need a $30 phone.
You want this phone? Come get it. Come get it.
He said he deserved to be robbed.
Now there are some kids off screen. They decide to join in and test his logic as well.
Here's my $30.
As well as several other
Giving it
people.
to her and actually allowing her to have the choices of.
So this guy said he deserves to be robbed. I don't want him to be robbed. We're not going to let these kids rob him. But see what happens when he says, I deserve to be robbed, and then he gets robbed. See what happens?
Now he's perplexed here because he doesn't quite know how to handle this situation. It's quickly going off the rails. I don't think he saw it going this way. So he tries to counter it by claiming, no, you are justified in being upset with me.
You should be upset with people like me.
I am. That's why I'm finna rob your dumbass. The fuck?
Why?
Huh?
I mean,
why? Because you're on indigenous land, not your land.
Oh, he's using the exact man. That's actually pretty.
My land, my people's land.
When he articulates this, I think he's trying to make a point. I don't think he's actually claiming to be a part of the indigenous tribe that occupied this land prior. I think he's just trying to get the phone.
I can do whatever the fuck I please on my land. Now give me the phone.
And this guy actually concedes to this argument. All right, well, I have $10.
I got 10. I got $10.
Well, okay, once you give 10, what do you think's going to happen?
Give me $10.
Hey, I know you got more than $30. Show me your wallet. I'll bet you got $30. Go to the bank. Go to the bank. Go to. Not what? Wait, we still getting the phone. Let me get the phone.
Listen, I use it for crowdfunding. You can help me with crowdfunding.
Now, this is one of the reasons I don't think this is a skit, because this woman who appears to be working with Nick Shirley steps in because she genuinely is concerned that these kids are going to steal this guy's phone and all his money.
You can help me with crowdfunding. I got mutual aid.
And you see this, people? You see how the cycle works? I said I wouldn't take the phone. My little on the other hand, I didn't say nothing about them.
He said he deserves to get robbed.
Yeah, he did.
My gosh, that voice is annoying though.
Look
but
at
the
this.
point
Look at
is
this.
valid. Point is valid.
See, now this guy said he put a bug. I brought my mom out here on this trip. He comes and puts a bug on my mom's head, starts touching her, all this stuff, and then all of a sudden he starts following me around, and then he says he deserves to be robbed. And then these kids, we were never going to take the iPhone.
Now, this gentleman acknowledges that this is a game that can be played. It can be weaponized.
We're never gonna take the iPhone. I mean,
you did get free $10.
I get a free $10. You know, bait and switch on them.
And yes, he did not steal this guy's phone. He's trying to make a point, but he did walk away at the end of the day with $10.
Hey, it's me.
That was insane. Let's see
Yeah, I
something
believe-
else. I want something more, because this guy, I think... Let's see if we can find something deeper. I told him to his face. Ooh, let's see.
So I went on to Piers Morgan's show to talk to him about his recent interview with Nick Fuentes, which he knows backfired.
Well, joining me on the panel now is Warren Smith, critical thinker and founder of the Secret Scholar Society, Andrew Wilson, host of The Crucible.
And this episode is brought to you by Kalshi, the largest prediction market in the US. I'm using that to look at the data trends around Nick Fuentes. Yes, Piers knows it backfired.
Piers Morgan tried his best, but his hardball interrogation made me look even better than Tucker's wildly criticised softball interview.
I think there's two main reasons. The first, the only way you can lose is if you play to win. He was playing to win. And the second is contend with the logic and not the person. These are the two most important principles, especially in this example.
Yeah.
I think it's important, though, if you want to achieve the ideal outcome, it is important to actually genuinely be trying to gain a better understanding of his reasoning and in his arguments, and not just trying to win or embarrass, because in the long run, I think that will backfire. And
he's absolutely right. And one thing that Piers, I might still watch it because I watched it, but I could watch it again with you guys if you want. Do I have a full opinion of mine? But yeah, I mean, what Piers kept doing the entire time was to try and attach labels onto Nick Fuentes. That doesn't work. Not only doesn't work with Nick Fuentes because that's what he does. That's his entire thing. His entire thing is, yeah, I embrace these labels. Now what? So as a way to disarm his opponents. And then the other thing is that neither does his following care. So what are you doing at this point, Piers Morgan, because that's what he did most of the time. So you're a racist. So you're admitting you're a racist. Guys, he admitted it. He's a racist guy. So you just said you're a racist. Let me get this straight. You're a racist, right? And that's what it was. That's what it was. Likewise with the Hitler stuff, which is one of the lines of contention that I have with Nick Fuentes. A lot of the things he says, though, are reasonable and logical, and they do address problems that other people are trying to tell us don't exist. For instance, white hatred. And so once I have to choose between a careful with the language Piers Morgan, who then is not going to admit about the white hatred and all that stuff, or someone like Nick Fuentes, who is going to use awful language, but then he's going to say the stuff that is true and other people are too scared to say, then you can understand why, particularly put in a sphere like this, people are going to side with him over Piers, because Piers kept saying, and words.
That will cause him to become bigger. So was Piers trying to embarrass and win? Well, he says no.
So look, I didn't seek out to win. I don't seek out ever to win an interview.
Andrew Wilson jumps in and provides evidence.
There was a part of the interview where you were very combative and you said you haven't even been laid and you're a virgin. Andrew. This guy's a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be a virgin until he's married? Isn't that part of your guys' faith?
To be fair to him.
Andrew Wilson made an interesting point that I had not thought about, which is the reality of doxing his dad. I didn't even realize he had said his full name.
When he said it on the air that way, this is a person who has had people attempt to assassinate him.
True.
They have come to his house, shown up at his door, and tried to kill him.
You also have to consider the fact that Nick is sitting there saying, why are you talking about my father if he doesn't share my argument?
Not to mention, he kept going. Like after Nick said that about, like, let's keep my dad out of it, he kept saying, well, you're the one who brought up. Well, yeah, but he can bring him up as much as he wants. It's his father. So he's right. So far, yeah, Andrew Wilson is correct. The fact that he keeps saying, just get laid, you just get laid. Oh, that's what the problem, just go get laid. And then you say you're a Catholic. That's not a line of mockery that any Christian should use against someone else who is Christian. Now, you could argue, because I know people will, that Nick Fuentes isn't a Christian, but that's not for me to judge. If being a Christian doesn't mean you're a perfect, you could be a bad Christian. I think I'm a bad Christian, personally. I try as much as I can to be a good Christian. Anyways, I want to hear Warren Smith, but if you want me to continue, I can watch this entire thing. Let me know in the comments.
Because my father doesn't share my same views.
And I'm here to talk about my argument.
Okay.
I think that's why when you bring up his dad, that's why he gets upset, because he's saying, look, man, I'm here. Let's talk. Why are you talking about my dad?
Sure.
Contend with my logic. I think it's a mistake to try and claim that Nick Fuentes does not want to be challenged.
What Fuentes and his fans hate most is any accountability. It's all about speaking unchallenged into an echo chamber.
Dr. Phil acknowledges that that is the role that Piers was intending to play.
And you just said, listen, I'm not going to introduce anything new here. I'm going to ask you about what you said and let you explain what you said. And there was no ambush here. He could have predicted with great accuracy what you were going to ask.
I don't think he was surprised by anything that occurred in here. That's another reason that you're seeing the backlash, is because it was exactly what people predicted. I conducted a focus group to try and get a sense of, is this as bad as I think it is? Well, the numbers are reflecting it. The comments are reflecting it. Last night, I held a focus group to try and get to the bottom of this, and I was with over 30 people. The vast majority, 3 disagreed with the vast majority. And what they were saying things such as, I went into this exchange not expecting to like anything about this guy, but what I saw was Piers not contending with his arguments. I think that's why when you bring up his dad, that's why he gets upset, because he's saying, look, man, I'm here. Let's talk. Why are you talking about my dad? Contend with my logic.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when that was his response when you brought on your British friend who told his horrific story, which it's terrible. And you could disagree with his response to it, but I think he's saying, why are we?
Well, I don't even know who this person is. Why is this person talking to me?
You're just telling me what you're saying is bad, but you're not really contending with the argument.
Yeah, the idea of bringing up that man was to use emotional manipulation. It's quite clear.
And I think that is the core problem that has led to this.
You can keep doing this and saying you're bad, you're childish, you're all these adjectives, but that argument, that logic exists independent of Nick.
Yes.
But I think it's worth it in order to try to expose the sort of person he is and to try to isolate him from the rest of the American right.
Notice right there, expose the sort of person he is. That's making it about the person rather than the logic.
True.
If you just look for this pattern, you will start to see it.
He thinks, as he says, we're a couple of old boomers who just don't get it, who don't understand how young American men are thinking right now, and he's much more aware of how they are thinking about issues.
I use Kalshi to track sentiment. I type in Nick Fuentes. Will Nick Fuentes become president? 20% chance currently right now. Now let's check the trend line. There was a spike between October and November of this year. Beyond that segment, it is now at the highest point it has been. Kalshi is the only place where you can legally trade on these kinds of events.
Wow. Let me see another video. I want to have just an overall idea of how he thinks and how he reasons. I'm interested in that. So far, I like what I'm seeing with Warren Smith. I can see why he got so popular. Very analytical mind.
People have been asking me to take a look at this new debate with Andrew Wilson and this woman who is a self-proclaimed, I kid you not, Jubilee All-Star.
You're not a Jubilee All-Star. Aren't we starting with democracy or no?
According to her, Andrew Wilson is not an all-star. This is going to be interesting.
Who are the names of the Jubilee All-Stars? Leftists like Parker and Dean, and you guys refuse to debate with me.
Because you're not big enough, Andrew.
Yeah.
You don't have a fan base.
You're bigger than...
I can't stand her. My gosh, she's so arrogant. I cannot stand it, but we did watch this, though, so let me move forward. Let me see. I'm interested in his position. Yeah, let me see. He's
bigger than all of you.
No, you're not.
Way bigger than all of you.
We can go follower for follower. How many
Go
followers
ahead.
do you have?
When if you actually look at the mathematical numbers, which are objective, you can see that's false.
I have over 250K just on YouTube with an average live audience of 7,000 to 9,000. What about you?
Look at how badly you have to prove your worth right now.
When you go live.
Look at how fragile you are. Just because I told you nobody wanted to debate you.
Why did you have to say that, though? It's like first they attack you and then they're like, why are you defensive about it?
Oh, interesting.
And when Andrew contends with this logic, she's going to claim, oh, you're just coping.
Look at how badly you have to.
Yeah, no, I can't stand her. Sorry. I thought I could, but I can't stand her. I've already done it once. It's enough for a lifetime and a half. Ooh, I'm going to keep this one for later because I'm making a video about that. He does a lot of commentary on current political discourse.
I've heard about these kind of things happening, but
we just proved the theory, guys. I think I'm onto something with my check Reddit first theory. If Reddit hates them, they are based. Based man. Thank you for watching.